Black Ops 6 Zombies finale map Reckoning is finally here, and today I'm going to walk you through the Easter egg step by step and show you the easiest way to beat it as a solo player. Now, before we get into the gameplay, there are a few things I want to go over first. One of those is your weaponry. I would highly recommend you take in an assault rifle. The final boss, there's going to be a lot of range. You're not going to be able to rely on something like the Maelstrom or the Strider or just any of like the super OP guns in the game at the moment. I would highly recommend an assault rifle. The XM4 is great. Krieg C is also probably going to be pretty great for this, but my personal favorite is the Kilo, which is what I'm going to be using today, mainly because it comes with a lot of great attachments, and one of them being Extended Max 3, which gives you 100 rounds, which also then gives you 200 when pack-a-punched. It's super accurate, no recoil, fires incredibly fast, great damage. Overall, one of the best guns in the game, I would say. Highly recommend taking this in if you have it. If not, don't worry. If you don't have it, don't worry. I would still recommend something like the XM4, maybe without the 7x scope, but something like, you know, a hollow or just a red dot or whatever. You're basically just looking for something that has Extended Max 3 and is super accurate, super low recoil, great damage, high fire rate. These are what I would recommend. I will also be using Ether Shroud during this, and it doesn't really matter what your augments are, but I would just recommend you have the increased charges. Some of the main perks you're going to want for this are going to be double tap. These are the augments I'll be running. PhD is another important one for this one. Here is the augments. Stamina Up is a personal favorite of mine, and this is what I use for this. For the rest of the perks, I'd recommend just using like best in class for them. The ones I shown are probably the ones I would recommend being like the best, but like quickly, here are all of the augments that I will be using on every perk anyway, just so you can have like a quick look through and just like pause, screenshot, whatever you need to for that. And for your ammo mod, I'd recommend using Deadwire. I don't really think anything matters much here, but this map is quite like tight, close quarters. Having Lightning Strike on this is a great get out of jail free card. I think it's also probably just like the best ammo mod in the game. Just use this. It's what I'd recommend. It's what I'm going to be using. It's just very good. And with all that out of the way, let's get into the gameplay. Now, first things first, when you get in game, you want to come over to this bucket and you simply just want to melee it, all right? You want to push it over here a little bit, and then you're going to push it back over here until it is in this spot right beneath this sprinkler. It's going to fill with water, and you need it for like much later on in the Easter egg. But like, it's a good idea just to get it all set up nice and early. Now, when you leave spawn as well, you can either go right or left. I go left because on the way to Pack-a-Punch, you will head to this next room where we're gonna meet Klaus. Our good old friend from Richtofen has been stripped down and is just hanging on a wall for dear life. But we actually have to rebuild Klaus for this Easter egg, and one of the legs that we need can spawn right here in this doorway, which is actually very nice for me. There are a few other spawns. Another spawn is up here, or I believe it might be here. I'm not 100% certain. But another one of like the popular spawns for the game is right on top of this shelf as well. So that's both of our legs. So we can now just run down here and place them back on him. And to get the arms, we actually need to wait for a Klaus round to spawn in, or as I like to call it, a clanker round. You wait for them to spawn in, which hopefully actually might be next round for me, and then you gotta shoot off their arms. Now, annoyingly, you can't get both arms in one clanker round. You have to do it in two, so it's gonna be like a couple of rounds before we actually get Klaus built, but like it's plenty of time to like get set up early game for like Pack-a-Punch and some rarity, maybe some perks, and there are also a few other things that we'll be doing in the meantime as well, just to kind of get set up. All right, clanker round is here. I need to stop calling it that, but I can't help it. I can't help it. All right, we literally just shoot off one of their arms. It's a bit finicky, I'm not gonna lie, but like we shot off his arm and he didn't actually drop anything, which sucks for me. Ideally, you do this a lot easier than what I'm making it look like, and you can get an arm there. We got one arm that dropped right there. So we just pick that up. I'll place it there for now, and then I think the next one will probably be like round 12, maybe round 13 at the latest, where we'll get our final arm and we can build Klaus. All right, we've made it to our Pack-a-Punch room, so now it is actually time to get Pack-a-Punch up and running. I'm not gonna lie, I should have upgraded my gun a little bit with the salvage I've got. Kind of regretting that decision. I actually don't know if there's an upgrade station in here or not. I don't think there is though, which is a little unfortunate for me. No, there isn't. God damn it. All right, but luckily this is like super simple as well. We just destroy the crystals that the game tells us to, just like that. And then Pack-a-Punch is up and running, of which I'm too poor to actually afford. All right, so with Pack-a-Punch open, we are just going to teleport back to spawn. And from here, we are going to head up to the mutant research, which is this right lift. I just need the points to actually open the door. All right, now when we're up here, we need to head into this room, which is, again, too many points for me to afford. All right, but once inside, I think you basically just have to kill zombies in here for a little bit, and one of them will eventually drop a key card. Oh, there she is, the scientist. We pick up her key card, we open up this, and then we pick up the DNA vial, and then we head over to this right here. We pick up the blood sample, or the syringe, sorry. And now we gotta go back to the pack-a-punch room. And now once we're in here, we actually need to do a little bit of flurrying through the air, I guess. Is like the easiest way to describe it. There's the zombie, which I think I may have just interacted with. I don't know if I actually grabbed that or not. Did he fall? He did not. He's actually in the most awkward possible area he could be, which is great. Basically, what we need to do now is just like hit this zombie with like our stealth when we get turned into like orb form and he's teleported, which is super great because now I have no idea where he is. Sick. Of course, when it comes to actually making like this video guide thing, the zombie decides to be really awkward, which is super duper great. Dodge the canister. All right, now we hit the zombie. He's gonna fall. All right, he's in the middle right there. We're just gonna interact with him quickly. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna clear out all the zombies because they're in my way. We interact with him and we get the blood sample. Once again, teleporting back to spawn. And once again, we're heading back up to the mutant research, where before I do absolutely anything, I'm going to finally upgrade my gun a little bit. We're going to get a little bit dead wire, and we're going to go to blue rarity. We're going to come over to this computer next to this mangler, and we're going to insert our blood sample. He is now going to spawn in, and we got to kill him. All right, now this mangler is a bit like stronger than like a regular mangler. He's got like a bit more health. But like, if you have a pack-a-punch gun and a little upgraded, you'll be able to get through this a bit quicker. Just don't get too close to him because he will hurt you. But like, the kilo can just pretty quickly and easily get through this. Like so. Clear out the toxic zombies before they become a nuisance. I'm going to pick up this vial. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to pick up the mutant injector that is going to drop. And actually, quickly before I do anything, I'm going to take out this Elder Disciple. You don't need to do that. I just want to because they're annoying as hell. Oh, actually, this is perfect. We've got another clank around. So, if I can just bring them down here and shoot off another one of these arms, which I think I just did. Perfect. I can just kill the rest of them. And I'm going to pick up that arm. I'm going to place the arms like so. Now, unfortunately, we actually can't do anything with Klaus now until an Uber Klaus spawns, which will be, I think, round 16. But in the meantime, we're going to come up here with our mutant injector that we picked up from that mangler, and we're going to transform into him. And then there's this keypad, which we're just going to interact with, and it's going to scan us. And once it's done scanning, we're going to get kicked out of the mutant injector, and this door's going to open, like so. Yep. Took a little second, and that is going to be a teleporter to a new area, which we're actually not going to bother with at the moment, because we don't really need to, but it's nice to get that open nice and early. Now, the next thing we actually do need is our Uber Klaus to spawn in so we can charge up normal Klaus. So I am just gonna go through the rounds until that happens, and I'll see you then. All right, Uber Klaus has spawned in, but what I would recommend before we move on to anything is just clearing out the round of all the zombies, because this next part is a bit fidgety, I'm not gonna lie, and the last thing you want to do is take it down. All right, there's like 1 or 2 zombies left, which is fine. So we're gonna come down here, and we're basically gonna use ourselves as bait, is the best way to describe this. We need to get him to shoot Klaus with his electrical thing, like this, without him missing completely. And the best way I've discovered how to do this is lead him over here, and then stand here and just wait for him to do this, and then right as he shoots, move out the way. And there you go, Klaus is powered up. We're just gonna take out the Uber Klaus before he kills me. And our Klaus is gonna start messing with the computers, which is what we need. And what I need right now is for this big guy to die, because he is terrifyingly strong, especially for a Black Ops 6 goddamn zombie. Like, my god. And one of the good things as well about this is we do actually need to flip the round for this step to continue. So we're just going to take out Uber Klaus core nice and easily, take out you, and I think the round's going to flip now. And we basically now just need to wait for him to finish up with whatever he's doing, which he has done, which is good. I think as well you have to stay pretty close to him when he's traversing the rest of the map, because like if you move away from him, you see he stops, which is a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta babysit him all the way to the next stop. Well, luckily it's not too far. We just head down beneath the Forsaken Ball. Now he's gonna get to this SAM trial and he's gonna stop. You need to then buy the SAM trial, and it's gonna start this kill and location thing, which will be the same one every single time, and you basically just need to complete the SAM trial. I'd recommend going for the full 40 kills, or however many kills it is in your game, because then you will get the legendary reward. And obviously you can get like purple upgrade tools, tier 2 crystals, the pack-a-punch, perks, wonder weapons maybe. Like a lot of good stuff can come from this. So I just recommend going through with it, and we got actually nothing, which is great. Super sick. And now Klaus is going to head up into that teleporter we just opened. He's going to be typing away over there, and what we need to do now is look for these little things. There's little booklets. There's 4 of them are on the map. One of them is in here. And if this zombie would like to like not run around in a circle, it'd be great. But basically, see this computer? We've got to enter a code. And the code is on all 4 of these. So my numbers right now are 1 and 7. One of them being the top number by the item, which is going to be the number we actually put into our machine. And the second is the day in the date. And essentially, the day and the date is going to correlate to the order of the numbers that we need to put into the code, if that makes sense. You know, the problem is, I'm now going to go find these goddamn leaflets, and they all spawn in this area. But, like, there's a bunch of spawns, and I've only found, like, a handful, so, great. Right, one of them is up on this desk by the SVD, and we've got 2 and 12. Another one of them is on Richtofen's desk, and we've got 3 and 8. Right, and our final leaflet is in this little, like, cafe bar area, and I believe the numbers are 4 and 9. So I've actually gotten pretty lucky with my code, because it's 1 equals 7, 2 equals 12, 3 equals 8, and 4 equals 9. So our code is 1342, which is actually very easy to remember. So we come over here, we come to this computer, and we put in 1342, access granted, and we are all groovy. Again, those leaflets spawn all over the place in that one specific area on the map. Have a run around, you'll find them pretty easy, and it's a pretty easy code to like understand once you've like done it once or twice. Right, for this next part, we're heading back into the lab place thing, all the plants basically, and you're gonna find this little contraption, and you need to melee it open, but you see it's not working because you need melee macchiato. So we head over to this, we melee it, and a brain is gonna pop out, which is gross. Pick it up, and we're gonna run it back to where we just were. If you've got stamina up, and especially if you got like PhD slider and stamina up, you will make it there in time, don't worry. But like with stamina up alone, you should be fine. All right, so we bring it in here and we place our brain in there. And now we're on to the next step. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this next step is probably the most fidgety of them all, and might also take the most time to do. But we've got to head back over to the mutation place where we killed that mangler earlier. And once we're here, we need to find 2 screens. One of them, which I believe is screen 1, is by Deadshot, and you can see it's all static. And screen 2 is over here, which again is all static. Now, these both have words on them that flash up periodically. So you see that said hysteria, which is H, and here says traitor. So we've got traitor and hysteria, and you basically want to take the first letter from both of those words, so T and H, come over to this, which is the periodic table, and basically just step back a bit, pause, and just look on here to what correlates to TH, which for me is thorium, and our number is 90. We basically just want to put a 0 in front of that, come up here, 090, and it's going to open up this door. Yippee! Now this is a really annoying step. We basically need to feed this souls, but it only takes souls of weak zombies. So what I recommend is you come down here, and there's a bison on the wall. You're gonna buy it. You're gonna run your zombie up here, and you're gonna very carefully start shooting them in the leg. Now this is where I'd highly recommend having your health bar on and whatever, so you can see just how much damage a zombie has, or health a zombie has. And you're basically just gonna have to try and get them over here in like the most awkward way possible. And eventually, this is gonna start sucking up zombies, and you're gonna get like souls. It's really annoying, but we're gonna go through it now. Now if vermin spawn, this actually makes it a lot easier because you need to shoot them once, and you see it sucks it up, and it drains out the soul. Like, so if you can get vermin to spawn, you're in luck because it's gonna make this a million times easier. If not, well, you're gonna be in for a very long round, which is what I'm about to be in for. Alright, it's finally seeming like it wants to suck up some zombies, which is nice. Taking a sweet time. But there we go. It is done. Once you get all your souls, That's gonna lift up, and you're gonna get this gross-looking cyst thing. Like I said, it's gonna take a while to get that one done. It's still a bit fidgety. I think a lot of people are still working on like how to actually do that one properly. I think the best way to do that would probably be when that Elder Disciple spawns in, keep it around, because I don't think it will leave that area, and just kill the Vem and then it spawns in next to it. I think that might be the play there. But once you've got your cyst, you're going to come up here, and 3 of these plants, it's the same 3 plants every game, are going to light up, and you basically just need to charge the cyst. Now, luckily, you can run away from the plant and then run back to it, and it'll save your progress. It might go up a little bit, like it does recharge slowly over time, but like you'll get it eventually. And hopefully, you know, you've got like a zombie saved at the end of the round, making this a lot easier. Again, if a zombie's hitting you or just getting like on your nerves, you can run away, lead the zombie back over here a bit, run back, saves your progress, that's what you're doing, and then you'll just be able to quickly and easily finish that up. So that is our cyst charged. Now this is where I'd recommend maybe getting a couple of upgrades on your gun before you move forward, which is exactly what I'm going to do. All right, now that I've got some upgrades on my gun, it's time to do the next step. And what we're going to be doing is, in this room with the Forsaken, there's going to be this screen where it says initiate power surge. Interact with it, and we're going to run over here. There's another one here. Open it, or turn it on, sorry, not open it. Turn that one on. I don't think this has to be done in this order. It's just the quickest way of doing it, if you make that jump at least anyway. And then, yeah, you see, that one's suspended because I didn't do it quick enough. But no need to panic. You just simply flip the round and it'll reset the thingy. So this time, I'm actually just going to pull out my melee weapon. Interact with that. Interact with that. Avoid the doppelgas, because they will hurt you. Alright, then we interact with that. That's going to charge up a plate in front of the Forsaken to deal with these guys, because they're annoying as hell. He is going to spawn right on top of your head, apparently. Now, this is where we're going to have kind of like a little mini boss fight, which is why I suggested upgrading your gun. I should have probably also got myself speed cola, but I didn't do that. My bad. Now, what you need to do is that Uber Klaus that spawned in, you need to get him weak. Do not kill him, you get him weak. Again, once you get him to like pretty low health like I have there, don't kill him. You basically just want to run him over to this pad thing where he's going to step onto it. Eventually, come on, just... There we go. He steps onto it. He's going to get shocked. And we are essentially going to enter a little mini boss fight with the Forsaken. He's going to take over our Uber Klaus, and we basically just have to do all the same stuff you would usually do when it comes to dealing with Uber Klaus. Avoiding his attacks, taking out his little generator things. He's a bit stronger than a usual Klaus, but like it's nothing to really worry about if you've got like an upgraded gun. Again, the kilo is just gonna like pretty much melt through any zombie, any enemy in this game, really. It's like I wouldn't worry about it too much. Oh my god, also avoid those like range attacks he does, because they are so strong. Like they are actually devastating if they hit you. That goes for both like Forsaken Klaus and like regular Klaus. Oh my god, I'm getting bullied. This got his goddamn Clanker Brigade in. It's phase 1 done. The core pops out and we basically just blitz him because he's really easy to kill when it's just the core. That is that done. We head over to the orb, interact with it, and there's our wonder weapon. Nice and easy. Now, I believe there is an upgrade for the wonder weapon, but I don't know how to do it, and I don't know if it's been found yet. But like, we do need to use this a little bit now for the remainder of this Easter egg. So like, it is important to get it. And the first thing I'm going to do is actually flip the rounds, because we're going to need a lot of zombies for this next part. And we basically just have to interact with this. You're going to get a bunch of red screens coming up, and there's going to be a bunch of these blue vermin that are going to spawn in that you need to use the Gorg effects to kill. And of course, a Klaus spawns. That's super sick. I'm actually just going to use this, because we basically just need to get like a ton of souls into this little like orb thing above us, and everything and anything decided to spawn this round, which is super great. Definitely not annoying in the slightest. There is 2 more vermin over there that I need to kill if I could aim, which I can't apparently. You are in a time limit as well for this, by the way. I wouldn't worry about it if you fail like I just did. You can just flip the rounds and reset it and you'll be fine. I just really was not expecting an Uber Klaus and 3 goddamn doppelgangers to spawn in. Alright, so again, flipping the rounds isn't gonna be too big of a detriment, really. Or if you fail it or whatever. Because we just head back up here. The screens are all green again, but I've got Klaus's. This probably isn't a good idea doing this with this round, because like the Klaus's, there's not very many of them. But we kill the vermins. like so. And we basically just now kill as many things as we can. I don't even know if the Klauses are counting as souls here, to be honest. Oh, they're counting, which is good. Then there's another thingy there. We get rid of him. I think there's one more vermin somewhere that I can't see. Oh my god, I've been sat here thinking I did that wrong, but I actually did that right the entire time. God damn, I'm stupid. But basically, when you've done that right, that little like tube thing will have like a really thick blue ball around it. It's basically an energy like ball that you need to interact with the Gorg effects in your hand, which as you see we've got this blue glow around our gun. So we come over here, so we basically now need to go back to that teleporter in the Forsaken room, and then we head over to this teleporter with all the crystals in. We basically charge up our gun fully, and then we shoot that in there, and that is basically gonna reactivate the portal, pretty much. And then you're gonna want to skedaddle. Just get the hell out. All right, next up, we're heading back to this plant room, and we are looking for a little like room up top. And you'll know which room it is because it will have this light in it. You aim to the right of it, right about there, and you're gonna see that little glowy thing's falling down. That is a head that we now need to pick up. And you'll know as well which like little room is the right one because there's only one with that light. So like don't stress about like trying to find the right one. Just shoot to the right of it, like I just did, and you're ready to pick up a head. And from here, we head back to spawn. And that bucket that we moved around right at the beginning is now full of water. We place our head in there, and the head becomes a soul box, which you basically just have to fill with like a bunch of souls, which shouldn't really be too difficult, especially considering I think every zombie here is just regular, which is nice. There's no time limit on this either, so like you can put the head in and run off if like an Uber Klaus spawns or like a bunch of elites or whatever spawn. Like you don't need to worry about like doing this immediately. Alright, and you know you're done as well when your little zombie head starts glowing like that. And when you pick up the head, you basically just have to get like a bunch more kills with the head on you, and you can't sprint either anymore, which is a bit annoying. Now the best way I know to ensure that you've done this next part correctly is basically once you start tripping out. And I do mean literally, you're gonna start seeing like this ghost thing that's gonna be chasing you. Like now, for instance, I'm freaking out, right? Character's going crazy, this thing's chasing you. That's how I know I'm done. So we basically now just need to bring that head back over to the teleporter we just shot. Don't worry as well, the ghost thing doesn't actually do that much damage to you, which is quite nice, but it will spawn directly in front of you pretty much every time you lose track of it, which is not so great. I don't know if you have to like wait as long as I did to, like when this starts happening to know you've done it, because like you can't see any souls going into the head, but like I know for certain once you're like tripping out like this, you're good to go. You're golden, you're groovy. Right, so we place our head in there. See like a bunch of lasers zapping it. We are done with that step. All right, once you have put that head in the teleporter and it's been zapped and whatever, you're gonna see 4 of these little purple glowing like items, and there's gonna be these blue canisters that are now spawned in that have like a special Casimir in. We're basically just playing Pokemon for the next like couple of minutes. You throw the Casimirs at the glowy purple thing, you pick it back up, and you repeat that 4 times. Now, unfortunately, each little like box that contains a Casimir is like a one-time use kind of thing, or at least I think it is. You might get more uses out of like each canister if you flip the rounds, but there should be more canisters around in each area, so you don't really need to worry about doing that. Now, our second item we need to pick up is right here next to this dead body by Deadshot, and there's 2 more. One is in the like little bio thing with all the plants, and one's in spawn. Alright, so the canister in spawn is by the teleporter, and then again we just throw it at the purple thing. Also, try not to get too close to the item before you throw the Casimir, or else it'll like distort you and it'll run off and you then gotta go find it again. It'll stay in the area that you're in currently, but like it's just a bit of a pain in the ass. All right, we head up to the plant room, and our canister is somewhere. Again, these canisters do kind of blend in with the world a bit. They are quite difficult to see, but like they are around, trust me. It's right over here by the generators near where you pick up the Casimir. So again, we just throw that right there. We pick up that. Now I think I'm just gonna flip the rounds quickly, because I do believe if you flip the rounds, it resets the canister, or I can just pick one up from there anyway. Maybe I didn't need to flip the rounds, but oh well. So we're gonna grab our final item with the Casimir, like so. Pick that up, and that is basically the entire Easter egg actually done. That is all of it done. The final parts here are a little lockdown before the actual boss fight, and then it is the boss fight. So, before I go place our Casimirs, I am just going to go get set up for the boss fight, get the rest of my perks, and I will see you when I'm ready, which will probably be the end of this round. Alright, I've got all my perks, my gun is fully leveled, and I'm feeling pretty good about this boss fight. So, we're going to head back through that teleporter. We're going to place those 4 Casimirs in this little device, and it's going to start a lockdown. Now, this lockdown is super simple. There's going to be these 5 keypads all around. 3 of them are going to glow red. Like, for instance, this one down here. We're going to activate it, it's going to glow green. Now you're going to have to wait like 10, 15, 20 seconds. Oh my god. And the next one is going to glow red. And then we activate that. And then we wait again, and we activate the final one. And then we are done. It's super simple. No need to panic. If you just play a bit careful, play like a bit safe here, you will be fine. So there we go. There's that one. Also, don't worry about like your ammo either. Like, I've got like hardly any points right now. You're going to be killing a lot of zombies between now and the end of this boss fight. So like, don't worry about points, don't worry about ammo. You're going to get plenty of it back. All right, so that is our final switch, which spawned right beneath a goddamn Klaus Clanker bomber. Goddamn douche. And that is the lockdown done. Now from here, if you want, you could go get like ammo, you could go get perks, you can go get whatever. I think I am actually going to hang around here. Just get 5,000 points so I can rebuy my ammo quickly. And then we're going to head through the teleporter, which will start the final encounter. And there's no turning back. Ammo's been bought. And we are heading in. Now, when you're in here, you're going to have to attune with the Sentinel artifact. And you're going to get to pick one of 2 boss fights. You're going to side with Richtofen and fight Sam, or you're going to side with Sam and fight Richtofen. For the purpose of this video, because the Sam fight is reportedly easier and it's the one I've already done, we're going to side with Richtofen and we're going to fight Sam. Again, it doesn't matter which one you do, you'll still get the Easter egg completion, you'll still get all the rewards and whatever. Just for the sake of this video, because apparently it's easier and it wasn't that difficult when I did it earlier, we're fighting Sam. I'll probably have a video up either like Saturday, Sunday of me doing this again and fighting Richtofen, so do not worry. And before we actually get to the boss fight, there's going to be these 2 little like mini challenges we got to do. First one is we could basically just got to fill these little LTG things with souls. Each one takes like 15 souls. It's really not that big of an issue really. So that's the first one done. The second one is right here, which is done. And the final one is right here by these big blue valve things. Right, that's that done. So now we're going to head back to the lift, or elevator, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to go up again. Now for this little challenge, there's going to be a bunch of ether crystals on like these little glowy things that we got to destroy. I think there's like 6 of them. 6 to 8 that you just got to run around, destroy them. And again, you'll know you're done because you'll get like a quote from Richtofen. Like now. And when that's done, oh my god. A little more zombies here than I was anticipating, I'm not gonna lie. We head back down to the lift. And it's gonna take us up once more to the final boss fight arena. And I am on round 31. You are gonna be probably like past round 25 going into this. I think with a bit of finesse, I could probably get this down to around 25 boss fight. But if you are on a higher round like I am, don't worry about it. Like, the kilo is gonna be your best friend. It will easily deal with pretty much anything and everything that the boss fight throws at you. Now, I'm gonna leave this entire boss fight unedited and just kind of show you how I do it. It is a bit of a long fight, I'm not gonna lie. And there are a few things here that are gonna be a little scary. One of them, she has one attack that is genuinely terrifying, which is this thing. And it gets worse as you progress through the boss fight. Like, that is probably the only attack she has where I'd actually be a bit worried. Now, to deal damage to her, you do have to wait until she is doing that, like, spiral, like, hailstorm kind of attack thing. Or when she does this laser attack, which she's doing now, when she's finished, there will be 4 panels that will open that are going to glow red. Like now, which we can deal a bunch of damage to them. Like so. And I probably get 2 in before she becomes immune again. And then you gotta run away. Alright, so now she's back with the Hailstone thing, which again is like the only scary attack she has. Because these, like, electrical things she drops are devastating if they hit you. But if you're running Dying Wish with Quick Revive, you should be fine. Oh, you can also deal damage to her when she is in this attack. But I'd be careful because, you know, looking up, having all the zombies chasing you, trying to dodge these attacks is, it can be a bit dangerous at times. It's like, I wouldn't worry too much about, like, trying to deal as much damage as quickly as possible. Like, take your time, right? There's gonna be plenty of opportunities for you to just, like, lay into her and deal tons of damage. Also, highly recommend you deal with Doppelgas as quickly as you possibly can. The last thing you want is for amalgams to be spawning in because, you know, that would suck. Alright, there's plenty of ammo boxes around the arena as well, which you can find and get your ammo from. And, like, these are normal zombies as well, so, like, you can get, like, full point amounts from them, which is also great. So, she's done with that. The bottom two panels open now. And again, the Kilo is just gonna tear through right. And then the Hailstorm attack, which, again, still scares the shit out of me, because it is actually quite scary. Oh, and when she's, like, moving around and she's got that red, like, glow in her, that is also damageable, which will be a crit spot. So you can hit that as well, but, like, it's a bit awkward to hit at times. Ow. But, like, if you can get logged onto it, you can do a decent amount of damage. Alright. I'd also try and just watch out for all the obstacles as well. There's a lot of stuff around here that, like, at least I get caught on all the time. Because, like, my awareness is appalling. Alright, we didn't actually do a very good job at dealing with damage there, which is not great. And two more of those down. I mean, like, well, we're already, like, 1/3 through this fight now as well, which is great. And she's doing her first little, disappearing act, shall we say. Now, I'm not gonna lie, if this is what I think it's gonna be, no, it's critical kills, thank God. Alright, so there's gonna be a few of these Sam trials that spawn in. One of them's critical kills, which is what I've got now, which is nice and easy. Another one is hold the location, which is gonna be right over there by that door. That one is a little harder, which again is where I'd have, like, Ether Shroud for. Or really, if you come into this with, like, a mutant injector, it would be great there as well. But there's gonna be these two Sam trials that you gotta do. I haven't failed either one of these yet, so I don't know what happens if you do, like, fail them or you don't get, like, top rewards or whatever. So I just ensure, you know, you're aiming for the head, you're getting your critical kills, and you're just, like, getting through this as quickly as you can. Because again, I don't know what happens if you fail this one. And I don't want to find out. But, like, luckily the Kilo, pretty good for headshots. Tons of damage, tons of fire rate. 15 kills left, 30 seconds on the clock. Not bad. And I'm out of bullets, which is not good. Well, that's that done. You do also get rewards from these as well. I think like one of them gives you like a free perk, which I just got, and we got Death Perception, which is actually very nice. Right now, from here on, things do get a little bit more intense. That like Hailstorm attack she has gets like a little upgrade. She has another like firing attack, which is like a cannon, which again, she fires like a few more shots at you now per like run of that, I guess, which is a bit more devastating. But like, you know, that one that she's just done is like the big scary one. But this attack she's doing now is actually really easy to dodge. You just kind of like listen out for the audio cues and just slide with PhD slider, and you can dodge the shots pretty quickly and pretty easily. Alright, she's got her laser out as well, which is good for us. Because that means big damage incoming, hopefully. Or not, because I was right at the end of that goddamn panel. God damn it. That's unfortunate. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Has there a red light? Oh, which I didn't even spot. Oh, well. A little bit of wasted damage there, but it's not too much to worry about. Hopefully pick up the slag if she looks at me. Or she can just go into this, which is great. Like, I'm sure if your accuracy is better than mine, you can just, like, lock onto that, red dot of hers and be fine. Also, don't get, like, too tunnel visioned on dealing with the damage, because I just wasted my quick revive, which is not great. But not the worst thing in the world, either. I've still got a what's it called? A revive. See, even dealing, like, non-crit damage during that, like, hailstorm attack she does, you do still deal quite a lot of damage, which is nice. Oh my god, those are actually almost devastating for me. I would say, like, trying to keep track of where the zombies are in correlation to where all these obstacles are is, like, pretty key as well. Because the last thing you want is to get caught on something and you get down by zombies. Like I almost just did. Alright, need some bullets as well, which isn't great. But we can just buy some here, and of course she starts that right as I'm buying ammo, which is not great for me. But just duck and weave, dodge all the death traps, and you're fine. Like, honestly, if you just run the opposite way to her when she's doing the spiral attack, you'll be fine. Alright, I think that is phase 2 actually done for proper this time. It is. Killfest Sam trial? What is this one? This one's new. The last one was defend the area, or like stay in the area, whatever it's called. So there's different trials per run. That's interesting. Right, so this is just get kills. Now I got 75 kills in a minute. God damn. Shouldn't be too difficult, because again, Kilo just goes bare, and it is just going to melt through everything. I'd love a legendary reward here just in case I get another perk. And I think my perk would probably be quick revive, which would be huge. Yep, that's actually incredible. So coming into this with near full perks is probably the best thing you can do. Because if you lose your quick revive, your dying wish, whatever, get a gold reward in those Sam trials, there's a good chance you're going to get it back. Right, but this is where things do get a little bit more intense. This hailstorm attack she has is now genuinely terrifying, and she can throw you up in the air as well, which the first time that happened to me scared the shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie. But again, just try and move the opposite way to where she goes with this. This one is a lot scarier because, like, it lasts a bit longer, and she does kind of, like, try to track you down a bit more. But again, if you just try and avoid the area she's going in, you should be fine. And again, PhD Slider is just going to be your best friend for this. Try and deal a bit of damage when you can. It doesn't matter if you get hit once or twice, but it's not going to kill you. And then obviously this one, a little not great to be facing her directly when she's doing this, but oh well. Now where's she going? Oh, she's doing the goddamn blast up thing again. I actually got like the perfect rotation there because she ran away from me, which is great. I'm gonna grab some more ammo, because why not? Pick up some plates along the way. See, well, having like the I think it's double standard it's called, which is where you get double non-crit damage, is so good for this fight. Because you're going to be hitting her in the body for like the vast majority of this, which is just perfect. Oh, she's down. I didn't even realize she was down. Destroy that one. Damn it. God damn it, I wasn't paying attention. Yep, she's doing that again. Luckily, that doesn't like damage you. And I don't know if you can fall off the map if you're not paying attention. So, like, you know, pay attention. Like, all of her attacks do seemingly have, like, a different audio cue as well. So if you can learn what each one of those is, you can, like, start trying to, like, figure out which, like, maneuvers you need to start pulling off to, like, not get hit by them. At least that's how I'm playing it anyway, because I'm not, like, focusing on her the entire time. Shit. This is not where you want to be at the start of this, though, trust me. That was really unfortunate for me, but we've not survived all the way without getting hit. Oh well. Lost another dying wish. It's just unfortunate timing on my part. I'm not gonna lie. Nothing to worry about, though. Nothing to worry about. I'd like to be able to do damage to it, though, I'm not gonna lie. Would be nice. Just having constant immune, which is not great for me. Now, as well, the cutscene is gonna play immediately once you kill Sam. I probably will let it run for this video, just for why not. So, as a heads up, once Sam does go down, if you don't want to have, like, cutscene spoilers, just, like, and I'll click off the video, because there's not much else to add after that, really. Like, once the kill happens, that's basically us done. Alright, finally, I get to do some damage to her. I will say, though, I am very much looking forward to seeing what this boss fight is like against Richtofen. Right, she's going into swirly mode again. Oh my god, what an unfortunate spawn for me. Goddamn doppelgasts are a pain in my arse. Alright, but she's so close to death. Don't really think I have too much to worry about here. And this is even better for us. Which panel is it she's opened up? That one? Is this going to be our kill? I hope it's not. Son of a bitch. She's so, like such a small amount of health. God damn. Oh wait, no, actually it is going to be our kill because her light is on. And that is it. Easter egg complete, and the cutscene rolls immediately, so if you don't want to see it, click off or skip forward 2 minutes.
Welcome to the party.
Dun dun dun. The story will continue, eh? That is how to easily beat the Reckoning Easter egg completely solo. Alright, I decided to go ahead and just get to the boss fight for Richtofen this time rather than Sam to show them both off. Felt a bit weird just showing Sam in the video and not Richtofen, so here we are. This is the first time I've done this fight, so I don't really know what to expect, to be honest. Hopefully I can beat this first try. We'll just have to see though. I've heard, like, it's pretty difficult from what I've heard. Especially the second phase of this fight, because yes, this fight has 2 phases. Which I didn't realize until literally 30 seconds ago when I did like a teeny tiny little bit of research into the actual fight. But from what I've learned, is rather than zombies, we got the goddamn clankers chasing us down, which sucks. And we've basically just got like an Uber version of Richtofen, which is actually kind of cool. The fact that Richtofen's in the Uber Klaus like getup is pretty sick. I do like this a lot, to be honest. I gotta say, so far though, this one's not been that bad. Oh my god. Obviously, I think he's got all the same attacks as what's it called? The normal Klaus. I think he's just bigger, stronger, better, more badass, you know? Oh my god, just don't get stuck on the goddamn walls like I keep doing. Again, man, Jesus Christ. Oh god, they've got Uber Klaus cores as well chasing me around. It's not just normal clankers, they got the goddamn cores now. Oh my god. I didn't also realize as well that Richtofen was going to be stomping around in this thing, otherwise I think I'd probably use the Maelstrom for this fight. I don't know why I just had this feeling that like Richtofen would be floating around in the sky like Sam was, but here we are. The the Kilo though, sorry, is actually still doing a pretty decent job. Like, it is getting through his health pretty quickly. Okay, then we got some regular zombies chasing us down. Let's take out some of the cores. Some of the regular clankers as well. I love that word. I don't know why, but I do. Oh my god. I keep getting stuck on like the dumbest of things, man. I think, do you know what? So far, like, weirdly enough, I think it's... I wouldn't say it's easier than the Sam fight, but like, it's definitely easier to deal damage to him. Like, he's not got like any immune phases, which is nice. He's not that threatening either, or at least so far he's not that threatening. I don't know if like he has different like attacks and whatever the further into like his health bar you get. But like, it's not been the worst thing in the world so far. I've got no points though, which isn't great. I do need to get me some ammo. I think that might be like the one big issue with this fight. Because obviously, like, you're not fighting as many zombies. Ooh! Ooh! Plenty of, mangler injections though on the floor. I don't know if that's like a common drop or whatever, but I will take that. Ooh, okay. Oh, great. And of course, you're just gonna have like a normal Uber Klaus chasing me down. That's sick. That's cool. That's dope. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Was not expecting that, to be honest. Definitely seems like they paid a bit more attention to this fight though than the Sam fight. Like Sam's fight, like in terms of just like everything's going on, like it seems very basic. Like I got zombies chasing me, I got Uber Klaus cores, I got Uber Klaus himself, I got like regular ass Klaus clankers, like I got a big ass Richtofen robot chasing me. Like this is kind of nuts. Definitely took a bit more pride with this fight, it feels like. But like, I suppose you'd kind of expect that, considering, you know, like Richtofen is like, you know, supposedly been led up to be like this big bad for this version of like the storyline and whatever. I just need Klaus to die here, pal. Oh my god. I just hear Klaus. This is exciting. No, it's not. This is terrifying. Where's the little clanker? There he is. Just get rid of him. Just get rid of him. This is definitely though a bit more intense than the Sam fight, I'm not gonna lie. It's way more intense. I'm also not getting anywhere near as many points as either, which is a bit worrying. Kinda wish I had a cashback on me, but I don't. Kind of also wish I bought Vault Trade. Again, I didn't. Because like these Klaus cores take up so much more like damage than like anything else does, which is crazy. But like we are actually getting through this pretty quickly here. Chunking his health down with the kilo. Like it is still doing the business. Don't get me wrong. I definitely think though I'd rather have like the Maelstrom. Oh my god. I don't like getting close to him like that. Holy shit, where'd they come from? Oh great, another goddamn Uber Klaus is spawned in. Goddamn, look at them both. It's like father and child chasing me down. I really hope there's not more of these Uber Klauses in the second half of this fight, because man, I don't know if I can be dealing with that. I love seeing just like this little pasty ass head sticking out of this massive goddamn robot suit thing. It's kind of comical, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Get rid of that Klaus. Time to get rid of this Klaus as well, I think. Close enough, at least, anyway. Where is he? Where's the big man? As well, those attacks are so much easier to dodge than what, like, Sam's are as well. I like Sam Hailstorm attack. Jesus Christ, it is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my life. Also, Jesus Christ. The hell? Was he firing at me? Like dead ass, what was he firing at me then? Does he have a Wunderwaffe? What is that noise? Oh my god. Oh, this is terrifying. Alright, the first half of this phase seems to be like the pushover phase. He's pissed now, like, isn't he? Bro, he sounds like a goddamn jet. He's not got... Oh my god, he does have a Wunderwaffe, and he's just sniping me. The fuck? Oh my god, what the hell? This is a solo sucks. Bro, this fight... Good luck if you're trying to do this as a solo. This sucks. Well... I don't want to have to pop the Perkaholic, bro. I didn't even have a Perkaholic on me. God damn, I thought I did. Well. Yeah, this fight, solo? Might need a bit of a retune when it comes to the whole, Wunderwaffe thing, because my god. Bro has definitely got that thing Pack-a-Punched, and he is spamming it at me. He's not got tons of health though, that's the thing. So it's like, if I can just get him into a position where like he's not gonna be able to shoot me immediately, like that. Well, now I'm fucked. Yep. Okay, that is... Yeah. That Wunderwaffe is no joke.
Redemption, and just spat in my face.
That is an ominous way for that to end, Jesus Christ. Well, definitely think it's gonna take a couple more attempts for me to be able to beat the Richtofen fight, but it was nice to show it off at least. Anyway, full guides there for how to do it solo if you want to fight Sam. Finding it solo for Richtofen though, I think we might need to go back to the drawing board for that one. Because that was... like, the first half of that is a doddle. The second half of that... Jesus Christ. That is, difficult, shall we say. But with that, if you have enjoyed, drop a like, all the good stuff. So my name is Mr. Satch, and I will see you all in the next one.